today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for... Trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Rivers on the money, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Complete to
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. This one into the hands of Hurd. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Jalen Hurd. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. Catch is made by Hurd. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chad Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, your arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's all come down to this. As the final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A.J. Epinesa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And then get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he returns this to the 22.
Naheem Hines on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air yet again. Watson. Caught left side. Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. 27 yards there. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
On 1st and 10. Watson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 29-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chad Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Intended for Mercedes Lewis. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Robbie Gould set to kick
The
off.
final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The 41-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. 59 check.
To throw again. Eason got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 11 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Eason. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 12.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
It's third and 7.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. The quick slant caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now Eason. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bo Scarborough with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired him. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Panthers.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this one through the uprights and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, doubles.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Eason. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun is Eason. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This to make it a 3-score game late. Rosas' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
31.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers, he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play fake, Rivers. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he puts it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Rivers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And the Saints.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Today's final.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.